Hi guys! Hello, 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 hello. It's finally Friday and you guys are back with me. Who am I? Oh, my name is Sorn. You're back with PRODUSORN with me on episode 6, which I will be talking about learning the Korean culture, which is a hot topic that I know that lots of you wants to know because, and of course I know a lot about the Korean culture because I've been here for almost over 5 years. So yeah, hi to everyone who's tuning in right now. Hello. Hi guys from everyone from around the world. I know some of you guys are gonna go to school, right? And some are preparing to go to work. Hi. Lots of you really like the last episode that Elki and Seungyeon came. I have to admit, it was really funny. It's like funnier than me talking alone. So, I think having a friend on the show is much more, how do I say this, much more entertaining than myself talking. Okay, I'm gonna wait a bit for everyone to come in. I know everyone is like tuning in right now. 들어오세요, 들어오세요, 들어오세요. Right now it's 7 p.m. in Korea and it's Friday. The weather is great right now. And yeah, brief information. I'm from Thailand. I've been living here for 5 years. I think 5 years and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 years and 5 years and 5 months, I think. So yeah. You can listen to me talk all day, sis. Oh, me? Well, I can be very boring sometimes when I talk, and I can talk like randomly, just talk about anything. ก็สำหรับคนที่เพิ่งเข้ามาดูนะคะวันนี้สอนก็จะมาพูดเกี่ยวกับวัฒนธรรมของเกาหลีแล้วก็สิ่งที่สอนคิดว่ามันน่าสนใจเกี่ยวกับประเทศเกาหลีเพราะสอนอยู่ประเทศเกาหลีมาประมาณ5 ปีแล้วก็อีก5 เดือนแล้วก็สอนอยู่ที่นี่ตั้งแต่เด็กเพราะฉะนั้นสอนคิดว่าสอนค่อนข้างที่จะรู้เรื่องวัฒนธรรมเกี่ยวกับเกาหลีค่อนข้างเยอะอยู่เหมือนกันนะคะแล้วก็วันนี้นะคะเป็นข้อมูลที่สอนคนเดียวนะสอนเองคิดว่ามันแบบว่าน่าสนใจแล้วก็เรียกว่าอะไรเขาจะช็อกถ้าคนอื่นคิดอย่างอื่นไม่ทราบเหมือนกันแต่นี่คือสิ่งที่สอนคิดโอเคสำหรับ의상이 참 이쁘네. 감사합니다. Someone just said that they like my clothes today. Yeah, it's more like I don't know what this is. I think it's like a flower. I bought this in Japan. Yeah, and I haven't worn it once. So, yay. 오늘 제가 약간 한국에 대한 한국 문화랑 컬처 숍 같은 거 얘기를 할 건데 오늘 한국말 할 필요가 있나요? 잘 모르겠네요. 일단 하겠습니다. So today the first thing I'll be talking about, okay, I have to move myself because there will be a slide right here. So I'm gonna move first before the slide comes up. Ta-da! Oh, I moved to the wrong side. Okay. Okay. As I told you, the monitor is mirror. It's not mirror. It's like opposite side, so I see everything opposite from what you guys are seeing, which makes it really hard to move myself. Because if I'm thinking of myself going that way, but I'm actually going that way, so it's pretty. I don't know. Okay. First, I'm going to talk about the eating manners in Korea. First, when I came to Korea, I was really shocked by the eating manner here because of many reasons. The food here in Korea and the food in Thailand is pretty much, I'm going to be comparing stuff in Korea and Thailand. So I don't know what you guys think about it, but this is like all about just my personal comments and personal ideas about what I've seen by myself. So I'm not trying to, make anyone feel bad or anything. 이게 다 제 의견이에요, 여러분. 네, 그러면 다 내 의견이야. Okay, so I've listed everything. The first thing you have to know about Korea is when you sit on the table, when you sit with a lot of with elders, people who are older than you, you cannot eat before them because you have to wait for the oldest person to pick up the spoon and chopstick and start eating first, and then you start eating. It's like kind of like respecting them. And if the elders doesn't start eating it, you just have to sit there and wait. Because this happened when I was a trainee. I first came to Korea, so it was my first day in Korea. We went to this thing called Kimbap Cheongguk, which is like a Korean food place that we go to in Cheongdam, right? And then I was like, I didn't know Korean, so I was like, okay, I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna eat first. But then I started to eat, and then someone's like, yeah! Like, they shouted at me, and I was like, what did I do? And then they're like, you're not supposed to eat before, because there's a bunch of oppa and onni, the older sister and brothers, who are coming in to eat with us, so you're not supposed to eat. You have to wait for them to come so that you can be able to eat. So that's what I've learned. I got scolded by that, and I've learned right away that, okay, I have to wait for the eldest people to come. Okay, next one is turning your cup sideways when drinking. This is something that actually my mom asked me. My mom was watching Korean drama on TV, and she was asking me, you see like the scene where like the ajashi comes together and then they start drinking, right? And then there were like this one guy, I think it was the main guy, and he wanted to drink, but then he had to like turn and he drank like that. And then my mom was asking, like, why do you guys do like that? Why don't you guys just like drink like that? Why do you guys do this? And why do you have to cover it? And I actually don't know why. These days I feel like less people are doing this. But I've heard this from my manager. I'm not sure if it's right or not. He just told me yesterday, so if it's wrong, you can blame him. He's sitting here right now. He told me that long time ago in Korea, they drank like this because no. They drank like this. People who drank like this. No. 뭐죠? I'm confused right now. So. You know, those in Japan and Korea and other countries are the same too. Like, you know, those like gangsters who go out and drink, and they usually drink like that in front like that. So it's like kind of not good. So people started to drink sideways because they don't want to get mistaken as like a gangster or as those people. So started to drink sideways. I think that's what my manager told me. I'm not sure. But I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that. This is, because many of my friends too that watch Korean drama, they're like, why do you have to drink on sideways? Why don't you guys drink like in front? I'm like, I don't know. Don't ask me. Next is, I was really shocked by this is called 배달 음식. 배달 mean delivery. 음식 mean food. So food delivering, and in Korea it's available for like I think 24 hours, and there's even an application that you can download, and then there'll be like a list of food that you want to eat, like Japanese food, Chinese food, Korean food, fast food, blah 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 blah, and then you choose it, and then you click it, and then you write your the address of your house in it, and then it'll come to your house right away without you having to call or do anything like that. And it's available almost 24 hours. I think, I'm not sure if it's available until morning or not, but for like chicken and pizza and all that, I think it's available until 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 2 a.m. I feel. That's what we ordered at home. So, yeah. I was really shocked by that. Not only that, it's 24 hours. But it also has an application that you can just click and you don't have to call at all. And I was like, oh my god. Because in Thailand, you can only order pizza and chicken for food delivery, but you have to call them and you have to do a bunch of steps, and then like it's pretty slow, and then it's like you can only eat pizza and chicken and you can't eat other stuff, and it sucks. And that's why Thai people, they go out and eat a lot outside, and they also cook inside too. So I don't know about other countries, but in Korea, I think it's really dope. So, thumbs up for that. Next is pouring drinks. From what I've noticed, when you go, everyone, you guys know that in Korea, Korean people, they play hard and they work hard and they play hard, right? So you will see this ajashi and all the workers on Friday night, or basically every day, they go out and then they start drinking. And what I've noticed is that the younger person have to give the drink to the older person sitting on the table. It's like paying respect, I think. I don't know why they do that, but I was really surprised because, I don't know why they do that too. but I think it's really interesting. And the other one is 회식. This is a thing that I didn't understand. I first came to Korea and I saw these like guys and everyone going out and drinking every single day, and I was like, what's going on? Like, and they're all like wearing suits and all that, and then after work they would be like, oh, 회식 가자, and then I was like, what does that mean? And then I was asking my friend what that means. 회식 means like you go out and you drink and you eat with your co-workers to kind of like, this is a way to like cheer people up and be like, okay, we have to work harder for our company, we have to work harder and we have to be more cooperative, and it's like a thing to like bond the co-workers together, and I think it's really good. It's a good thing that I think other countries should follow too, because it actually, you know, when you go to work, sometimes you have friends that you have co-worker that you're not close with, and you have people who you're not like comfortable talking with. But when you go to these 회식 and those stuff, you get to talk to them as like a friend, like a person, and then you get to know about them more, and you get to, you know, be closer to each other, which makes it easier when you work together. Which in Korea, the amount of work time that they have in the company is, I think it's a bit longer than other country, especially I don't know about the country, but in Thailand, because they work overtime and they do a lot of OTs and all that, which is, I think it's pretty dope. Work hard, play hard, work hard, work hard, play hard. Oh, you want me to talk slower? Sorry. Today my tongue is like a little, so I'm gonna minimize my speed of talking down a bit. Next is sharing food. This is the same in Thailand too, but I know in some countries you guys don't share food. In Korea, and when you order food, they don't mind, you know, using the same spoon, using your spoon and my spoon, and eating the same soup on the same bowl. Like, they don't mind about it. So I know my friends from the States, from America, when they came and they're like, oh my God, why are you guys sharing food together? That was a pretty shocking fact for them. So I explained that it's okay in Korea to share food, and I was pretty used to it because in Thailand we also share food too, so it's okay. So just be aware. Next is, this is just my personal idea, drinking iced Americano. When I was young, I had no idea what iced Americano is, but like, I came to Korea and people were drinking that like every single day, like all day long, and I was like, what is that? I thought it was iced tea. And then I asked one of my friends, like, why do you drink a lot of Americano? And they drink it right after they eat. And I was like, is that a culture thing? And then I started to realize that Korean people, they drink a lot of coffee, and this shocked my mom, personally my mom, because she was like, oh, she wants to eat coffee too. And I'm like, okay, I'll order you coffee. And I ordered her coffee, and the iced Americano in Thailand, the black coffee in Thailand and the black coffee in Korea is different, because in Thailand we put in sugar. So in Thailand it's sweet iced Americano. In Korea it's just like bitter taste. So they don't put sugar in it. And I've seen my friend from Thailand and from other country, they came to Korea and they're like, why is Americano so bitter? Like, why isn't it not sweet? I'm like, dude, here they don't put in sugar, so you won't be able to find those Americano in Korea. And I still don't know why Korean people, they drink a lot of iced coffee, but I became one of them too. Like, I started to just, it came naturally, and then yeah, I don't know. But now I'm addicted to the coffee too. And I think it's pretty good though. Once you start to get used to the taste, then I think it's pretty good. Next is, this is my personal thing too, no ice. You guys won't understand what I'm talking about. No ice for me is, I went to this 식당, which is restaurant, and I was asking one of the ajashi, the server, that can I have like I was like, can I have Coke, please? And then he gave me Coke, and then he gave me just a cup and a Coke, and I was like, what? How about the ice? Like, why aren't you giving me ice? And then I was like, 얼음 주세요. Well, autumn is ice, right? I'm like, 얼음 주세요. And then they're like, there's no ice. And I'm like, what? There's no ice? What are you talking about? And then I was really, this is like the most shocking thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. Because I am from Thailand. Thailand is very hot. Thailand is 40 degrees. And we eat everything with ice. We need ice. We have ice. I'm addicted to ice. Even my dad is addicted to ice. But in Korea, they don't give you ice. And I was like, what? What? Like, no ice? Are you serious? And even in 편의점, or 편의점 is convenience store. If you want ice, you have to buy ice, extra ice to put in your drinks and all that. I was like, what is going on? Like, why aren't you giving me ice? Even in restaurant, they don't give you ice. And yeah, this affected my mom emotionally so much because she came to Korea. The first time she visited me when we first debuted, and then she was like, I want some cola. And I'm like, okay, I'll get you Coke. We got Coke. And then she's like, where's the ice? And I'm like, they don't serve ice in Korea. She's like, what? There's no ice? So I had to go to the 편의점, the convenience store, to buy her ice for her to eat Coke here in Korea. And I know it's a really shocking thing for Thai people, because Thai people are like, if there's no ice, I can't drink this thing if there's no ice. So yeah, I guess it's just culture different and the weather different. Yep. And the last one is cola and cider. I also experienced this when I was traveling in Macau and Hong Kong when I was young. In Thailand, in Thailand we call cider Sprite, which is the name of a brand, Sprite. And I was like, I first came to Korea, I don't really drink Coke, so I always order Sprite. So I was like, 저기요, Sprite 주세요. And then they're like, what? What are you talking about? And then I was like, Sprite. You guys don't have Sprite? And then I went to the convenience store and there's no Sprite too. I was like, what is going on? There's no Sprite. And so I asked one of the trainee, like, don't you guys have Sprite? Don't you guys know what Sprite is? And they're like, no, they don't use the word Sprite. They use the word cider, which I think is the brand name, the name of the brand. Right? I think so. Yeah, and so yeah, remember, if you want to drink Sprite, don't use the word Sprite. They don't know what the word Sprite is. They know only cider. And also Coke. There's no Coke. There's no such thing as Coke like in Thailand do. You call it cola. Cola and cider. This is what I told my friend, because she was suffering. She wanted to buy Coke. She wanted to buy Coke and Sprite, and there's no Coke and Sprite. So I told her that they don't use that word. And I think it goes the same in China too. You have separate word. So yeah, for your information, if you're coming to Korea to travel, if you want to drink some soda and all that, just make sure you use the word cola and cider, not Coke and Sprite like me. Okay, next, I'm going to talk about the greetings. The greetings, as you guys all know, Korea is very strict about greetings, and Korea is I think in Korea it's very interesting because there are a lot of steps and rules in greeting people with different ages. Yeah. So no, I just went back to the eating manners slide. Okay. Oh, okay, greetings. Greetings. One, if you guys have seen in a lot of Korean drama, when they say 안녕하세요, they bow 90 degrees, which many of you ask, why do they bow 90 degrees? If you bow 90 degrees, it shows that you have a lot of respect for that person. And the degree of bowing that you do when you say hi, it doesn't reflect who you are. It just kind of like make that person kind of judge you. So if you're like, you walk and then you're like, 안녕하세요, do that to someone that you have met for the first time, that person would think that, oh my gosh, she's like, her manner is like really bad. But if you meet someone for the first time and you're like, 안녕하세요, and then you do the 90-degree bow, then they'll see you as a very good manner person. And this is very important when you go to when you work in companies, and for singers too, when we meet other senior singers when we go to work. So if you bow 90 degrees, then you get a better image, you get a good image, and I think it's a really good 습관 habit. It's a very good habit to have. And next, the second one is the handshake. I just asked the manager. So the handshake, I know it's different in America and Europe. If you do a handshake, I'm doing a handshake to myself, so it doesn't really make sense. But okay, if you do that, if an elder does that to you, you can't be doing that to them. That's really bad. You have to use both hands to. I don't know. I only have 2 hands. I can't pretend that I have 3. So you guys know me, right? He does that, and I have to do this. Because doing like hand like this is really rude, so you're not supposed to do that. And I got really shocked because I did that to one of the person who worked in Cube, and he was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? Like that's so like you have no manners." And I was like, "Oh my God, I did not know. I thought you can do that, but apparently you can't if the person is older than you." And the other one is. This was really confusing for me. I first came to Korea, and one of the trainees asked me, "넌 몇 년생이야?" Which means that what age are you born in? So they're basically asking about my age. And the other one was that 넌 혈액형 뭐야? 혈액형 means your blood type. First with the age. In other country, it's really rude to ask about the age when you first meet someone, and I got really not offended. I got kind of like, why are you asking me my age when you first met me? But then I didn't understand the culture yet, so my trainee, one of my friends, was telling me that it's okay to ask for age. It's something that Korean people do. They ask your age and they ask your blood type when you first meet, because in Korea, Korean people are really interested in blood type. And apparently somehow they all know what each blood type is and what each blood type personality is, and that's really amazing for me, because if I say, "Oh, I'm type A," and then they're like, "Oh, then you must be that type of person. You must have that type of personality, blah 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 blah," and it's true. And then if I say, "Oh, I'm AB," and then they're like, "Oh, then you must be the crazy one. You must be the blah 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 blah," which kind of is really interesting to see how people in the culture know these information. And I got in that habit because I've been here for 5 years, so I started to study about the blood type, and yeah. Giving objects with 2 hands and receiving objects with 2 hands is a must in Korea. You cannot give someone a thing with just 1 hand and receive with 1 hand. This is a thing that I got scolded a lot. So if someone is older than you and you're trying to give them something, you can't be like, "Okay, I'm gonna, this is a pen," and there's someone who's older than you, and you're like, "Oh, just give me the pen," and you'd be like, "Do that. You can't do that. Can't do that. You cannot do that. You have to be like this. 여기요, 펜이에요." And when you're receiving something, so if someone's giving you a pen like this, you can't be like, "You can't do that." You have to be like, you have to receive it with both hands. Okay? I got scolded a lot when I came because I was receiving stuff with 1 hand and I was giving stuff with 1 hand. And this is, I got a pen, so I can't. You have to receive with 2 hands to show respect. And, I skipped one. Thank you. I skipped one. So in brackets, I said, "You have such a small face" is a thing that Korean people do when they meet someone with really small face. I was really confused because someone saw me for the first time and they said, "우와, 얼굴 진짜 작다. 얼굴 진짜 작다." 얼굴 means face, 진짜 really. 작다 means small. So your face is really small. And I was like, my face is really small? Is that a compliment, or are you trying to say that I'm what? And then they're like, no, I mean, I'm complimenting you that your face is small. I think this is the thing with beauty standards, because Korean people have really small face, and having a small face is kind of like a beauty thing for Korean people. So yeah, don't get offended or get mad when someone say that you have a small face, because it's actually a compliment. So yeah, for your information. The other one, the last one is a thing. Oh, the one first to last is called 안녕히 가세요, 안녕히 계세요. This is something that I got. I was really tired of remembering this, because every time you go leave, or if someone's leaving, you can't say that. You can't say bye, bye, bye. You can't say that. Now you can do that when you're closer to them. But if there's someone older than you in the place, so okay, imagine this is the building. This is the building, and you're about to leave, and you're saying goodbye to the people in the building. You have to say 안녕히 계세요. 계세요 means 안녕히 계세요. What does that mean? It means, what does that mean? Oh, it means you stay well, I think. I don't know how to translate that. Like you stay well. But if we're in the building, and if someone is leaving, and I'm saying bye bye to that person because he's leaving, then you say 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요 mean go well. This is a thing that you have to remember. The difference is between 가세요 and 계세요. So for those of you who wants to learn Korean, that's a tip for you. It's a good thing to have, because if you want to show that you're good in Korean, if you remember the 안녕히 가세요 and 계세요, they'll be like, oh my god, your Korean is so good. Tip. The last one is something that you hear people say a lot in Korea, especially in dramas and all that, and also everywhere, which is 수고하세요 and 수고하셨습니다, which means 수고하다 in Korean is equal to work hard. I think this is like a culture thing where Korean people, they really work hard in everything they do. So to say this is like kind of like to appreciate and give respect and give like strength and all that, compliment the person who's working. So if you're done with 수고하세요 is like please work hard. When in the beginning of work you say 수고하세요, it's like you work hard, please work hard for this project. But if you're done with the project, then you say 수고하셨습니다, which means you've done well because you're done with the job, right? And not only 수고하다, you can also say 고생하다. So you change that to 고생하셨습니다, which means 고생 is kind of like 수고 to, if 수고하다 is here, 고생하다 is like higher than that, because it's more like work hard, but like kind of like more like working harder. It's kind of like 수고하다 plus one more step to like that. So yeah. Okay. Oh God, a lot of stuff to say today. The other one is special 방. That word means 방. And special 방, I mean, is in Korea, they have a lot of different types of special rooms that you can go and enjoy, and like, you know, for your leisure when you have time and when you're traveling in Korea, I recommend you check out these places. I did not know that they have this. I knew this when I went out with my high school friends and they were showing me around the city. And yeah, this is like the special 방. 방 means room. So there's multi-room, karaoke room, DVD room, PC room, game room, comic room, PlayStation room. Multi-room or multi-방 means a place where you can play game, you can eat food, you can watch movie, you can watch TV, you can listen to music, you can sing karaoke, you can sing songs, you can play games, because it's like a multi-room where you can play lots of stuff. And this is actually a place where I went a lot with my high school friends and also my trainee friends, because you can do a lot of things in one place, and I think it's really good. It's like a small room that has everything, and you can go there and chill with your friends. For those of you who's coming to Korea, I want you guys to go check it out. I think it's a really cool place. Next is 노래방. 노래 means song. 방 is room. So karaoke, a place where you sing songs. And I think you guys have seen a lot of this in TV, because Korean people love singing, and their singing level is like, oh my god, like god level. So yeah, they go to a lot of 노래방, and you can find a lot in Korea, and I think most of it's 24 hours, so you can go out there anytime. Next one is DVD 방. It's like a place where you go and watch movie. You can just like lie down and watch movie with your friends and all that, and eat food. And yeah, next is PC 방. PC 방 is a really, really, really famous place for Korean kids to go, especially when it's 학교 방학, which is the school, how do you say that? School vacation time, when they're on break, because they're really good at playing games. That's why you see a lot of Korean YouTuber that has their own YouTube channel, and they do the game channel thing, which with a lot of views and all that, because gaming in both Korea and I think Japan and China too and in the States too, is pretty big. The market is really big, so a lot of people give a lot of attention to the PC, the computer games. And the other one is game bang or board game cafe. It's like a place where you go play board games with your friend. There'll be like a lot of board games in boxes, and then you get it, and then you play with your friends, and you can drink and you can eat at the same time. So for those of you who likes to play board game and all those type of game, that doesn't need computer and all that, you guys can go check it out too. I go there pretty often with my friends, because it's these days it's pretty hard to find board games, because you guys are like all on your phones and you have your computer, so not a lot of people go back and play board games. But me and my teammate, we love board games, so we go there pretty often. The other one is manhwa 방. Manhwa means comic. It's a place where you can read comic books, order drinks, and be peaceful, and can read every single books on the shelf. But it's all in Korean, so for those of you who can't read Korean, I don't suggest going. But I think it's really interesting that there's like a bunch of comic books for you to read, because I used to read Japanese comic books that is translated into Thai, but you have to buy it, and there's not a lot of place where you can actually sit down and read. So I think when I came to Korea and I saw that, I think it was really dope. And last one is PlayStation Room. 플스방. I've never seen this before, but I saw this on the internet, and it's a place where I don't know if it's still a hit in Korea or not, but the FIFA game, the one that you guys play, the soccer game, FIFA soccer game. My brother used to play that in his room a lot, and I think it's a good thing that there's a place for guys to go play soccer game with their friends, because it's more enjoyable when you're with lots of friends when you play those games. I've seen. I need a soccer room. You can go to a soccer field. Why do you want a soccer room? Okay. So enough with those. Okay, this is a picture of what it looks like on the top. I don't know. I'm opposite from you guys, so. So whatever. That 방, it's like the 노래방, the multi-방, the game board, and also the down one is someone playing Wii in a multi room. So yeah, it's basically what it looks like. It's very clean and very, very high tech and very organized, very pretty. So for those of you who wants to visit, you guys can go visit. It's basically everywhere you go, though. You guys can see it everywhere. I normally go to like ones in Konkuk University, one in Hongdae, one in Gangnam Station, one in Myeongdong. Like there's a lot of places you can find. It's everywhere. The other one is 찜질방, or the public bath and sauna in Korea. Okay, I know in Japan and in Korea, public bathroom is a normal thing. In Thailand, it's not a normal thing. So the members when before we became CLC, I think I went to this 찜질방 with 승희 언니, and then I was really shocked because everyone was naked, and I was like, oh, why are you guys naked? Why do you guys like make it look so normal, like nothing happened? But for me, like, I'm not used to taking off my clothes in front of other people, so I was like, damn, how do you guys do that? And I was shocked before because I went to Japan when I was 10 years old, and I went there with my mom, and my mom was pretty shocked too because like everyone was like all naked and all that. And I came to Korea and everyone was all naked too. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was really awkward, and then I got used to it because I really like 찜질방 though, to be honest. First, I didn't really like it at all because I was really uncomfortable taking off, being naked and all that. But then after that, I got really used to it, and I really liked 찜질방. Like I also go there alone by myself sometimes. And in Korea, it's a culture where when you go to 찜질방, it's a place where you bond with your friends. So when you go to those places, you actually take people who are close to you, who are like your best friends and all that, because it's a place where, close people come together, and you go there with close people because, you show that you guys are close and all that. So it's a culture thing. And not only you can do sauna, you can shower, do sauna, get in the hot tub, eat, watch TV, and it's pretty fun. You can see kids from like small kids to like older people go there. Like, it's more like a family time, and couples go there too, best friends, they go there too to like talk and relax and do that. And you can actually sleep at those at 찜질방 too. So I think that was really cool because there's like a bunch of like there's a place where you can sleep, and then in some places you can just sleep anywhere in the area, but in some places you can sleep in like there's like a little dome for you to sleep, and there's like first floor and second floor, and then you can sleep there. And sometimes they separate the female and male, so for female who are scared of going, you guys don't have to be afraid because sometimes they separate the male and female so you can sleep peacefully. Thumbs up to Korea. Love that idea. And this is like a picture of 찜질방, and you see those, they do this, right? They put a towel here and they make a bun here. I've seen that a lot in Korean drama, and I really wanted to do that because in every single drama they have that coming out. And so I've learned to do that from my friend, and I think it's really cute. Ha ha ha. Okay. And next is, so for those of you who wants to come and travel in Korea, I recommend you check out 찜질방. I'm going to take my mom there next time. I was going to take my mom there, but we didn't have time to go, so I did not go. But she really wanted to go there, so I'm going to take her next time. And also my best friend, she's coming. So, nah. Next is, it's hard to find trash can in Korea. This was mind-blowing for me because in Thailand, we have a bunch of trash can everywhere on the street. But in Korea, I could not find even one trash can on the street. So I was trying to, I don't know, I had this like paper and I wanted to throw it away, but there's no place for me to throw the tissue away. So I had to put it in my bag and wait to go back home or go to like public toilet or the subway to like actually throw these stuff away. And I didn't understand why there's no trash can, but I think Thailand has to do something like this too, because having a bunch of trash can, you throw a bunch of like things inside, and Korea is really advanced in recycling. Even people who live in apartment, they have recycling every Friday night or every Saturday night, like that too, even in our apartment. So every time we throw away our trash cans, we have to separate into plastic, paper, can, 음식 물쓰레기, which means the food trash. So when you eat your food, you just can't throw it away. You have to put it in a bag and you separate all the trash. And then there's like a gigantic trash that you throw away the rest of the stuff that can't be recycled. And I think this is the thing that every single country should have. I don't know what country has this too, but I beg the Thai president, I beg the Thai prime minister to adopt this thing, because I think it's very, very useful. And it makes the country look more clean and not polluted and all that. So if you come to Korea, you won't be able to find trash can on the street. There'll be this thing where it's like a plastic that they put it on the walls in Seoul. And I always confuse that with the trash can. I thought it was a trash can, but it's actually a place where they put the newspaper in the morning so that when you go out for work, you can just take it out. So don't put trash in that thing. It's not a bin, okay? It's a place where they put the newspaper. Don't confuse that with other stuff. This is what the bag looks like. You can buy this in convenience store or like the supermarket. There's like a gigantic one. I think it's like 50 liter. 50 liter is like a gigantic one, and there's a small one for 음식 물 쓰레기, or it's for like food trash that you separate. Yeah. Oh, Germany has it too. Oh yeah, I've heard in Europe a lot of people recycle. And yeah, Singapore too. It's really clean. I really like Singapore. I think it's so clean. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, this is basically what it looks like. So if you're living here in Korea, if you don't know where to buy these trash can, you can, this trash bag, you can go to the market or the 편의점, the convenience store. Next is, ta-da! You can use your credit card almost anywhere in Korea. Yay! A big clap. I love this. My life became complete when I knew that in Korea you can use credit card everywhere. I love this so much because I find it's like there's no need for me to go to the bank and get cash, because everything is like, and you can use your credit card to like chook 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 everywhere you go. Even when you go on taxi or you go to buy just a bottle of water, which is like 800 won or 800 won, which I think it's like $8 in the States. But you can even use the card. In Thailand, I think what my mom told me, you have to buy something over 300 baht or 500 baht, and then you can be able to use the credit card. But like in Korea, you can use your credit card anywhere, anytime, which is, I think it's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it so much. Do Koreans tip if they use cards? Oh, like the tips? When you go to restaurants and all that, the tip is already included in the price of the food you eat, so there's no need to give extra tip to the people there. Oh, is it as what? 800 won, $1? Oh yeah, I guess it's $1. Sorry. Is also like debit card. Well, they use, it goes for everything. Like you can use Visa card, debit card, check card. In Korea, they call it check card. Yeah, so there's no need for tipping here. The food is pretty much, I think the food is kind of cheap. And the service charge and the tip is all included in the pay, the food and the bill. So there's no need for extra tips and all that. Yep, and also, okay. Ta-da! The age hierarchy, which is very important in Korea, because just having 1 year apart with the other person gives it a very big gap, because you know how Korean people, they have, when you speak Korean, there's a lot of type of ways you can speak Korean due to the person who you are talking with. If you're talking to the same age, you speak in a certain way. If you're talking to someone older than you, you speak in a certain way. If you're talking to someone way older than you, then they have another type of way to speak, which is very complicated. And I know this is a struggle for a lot of people who's learning Korean right now, because I struggled a lot too, because it was mad. Just like, there were a lot of ways you can talk to different people with different age, and I didn't know when I should use this one. I didn't know when I should use the second one, the third type, the fourth type. So, but you'll get used to it once you start to learn it, and once you start to kind of like understand the language, then you'll get it naturally when you start to meet people and you're, okay, I have to use this with this person, and I have to use this with this person. Yeah. And I was gonna teach you guys about how to use it, but I think it will be never-ending topic because it's really hard, and I might have to make another video to teach it, because the age thing has a lot to do with the language, and it's really complicated. So yeah, just know about it, that these stuff exists. The other one is 눈치. 눈치 is a thing I did not understand, because there's no word such as 눈치 in both. I know in Mandarin there's no 눈치. In English there's no 눈치. In Thai there's no 눈치 too. So when one of the trainee was trying to explain to me what 눈치 means, I can't say there's no word like 눈치 in other language. I think only Korea has this word, which means, I don't know what it means though, but it's like, okay, I think I have a slide here to explain what 눈치 means. 눈치 means I measure the subtle art and ability to listen and gauge others' mood, the awareness of your surrounding that allows you to read the atmosphere and react to it appropriately. Yeah, so that is what 눈치 means. There's no exact word to describe what it means. But in Korea, it's really important to have 눈치, because in everything you do, you need to have sense, and you always have to be like aware of everyone around you and the surrounding and all that. And I don't know why this word exists though. I will try to research and see why, because me personally, I really want to know too. Yeah, it's like reading the mood, like sense. Yeah. I measure is like direct translation though, but I think it's more like 눈치 is like reading someone's. It's very hard to explain. It's like reading someone's mood and knowing the situation, knowing the atmosphere you're surrounding, and acting accordingly to what's going on. Right? I think so. I think I'm not wrong. Like being observant, being observant, I think. And having 눈치 really helps a lot in many things. Just like you kind of know what that person is gonna say. You kind of know what's going on around you, which kind of like sixth sense. Sixth sense. It's not like empathy too. Oh yeah, being aware. I don't know, man. Just like being aware plus having sixth sense plus having, adjusting to it. I don't know. There's just like 눈치 means a bunch of 1,000 words mixed together. It's equal to 눈치. That's what I'll say as a conclusion. Or I actually saw this picture on the internet. I was typing 눈치, right? And one of the foreign viewers, I think, posted this picture on the internet, and this picture basically described what 눈치 means. So you guys look at this picture and see for yourself. Because I think this picture really describes a lot of things. So this dog is trying to eat, but he made a mess, right? And someone was looking at him like kind of like judging him, and he's like, oh, doing that. So yeah, that's basically what 눈치 means. And yeah, guys, that'll be all for today. That's all I've prepared for. I know it's a lot of information, and I've been talking a lot. There's actually a lot of other Korean words that I wanted to talk about, but I think it will be better if I do a separate video for that, because these words are pretty much very complicated, and it's like a kind of like another level of, like, I have to make a separate video for that. So for those of you who wants me to teach you guys more about the Korean language, today I'm here to talk about the culture, but if those of you who wants me to talk about the language itself, you can like leave a comment and all that, because I'm kind of like 50-50 to like, should I make the Korean language video or not. So I'm kind of like 50-50. And yeah, I can explain to you guys the Korean language in an easier way and a faster way. Yeah, so for those of you who wants to watch it, don't forget to like leave comments and all that. Is it empathy? 눈치? No, I don't think 눈치 is empathy though. I'm not sure actually. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today, really. I'm just gonna use this time to chill and talk to you guys. Oh, there's one thing that I wanted to recommend. I'm watching this documentary on Netflix. It's called Abstract. You guys can search it on Google. It's called Abstract. It's original documentary made by from Netflix. So for those of you who likes designing, who wants to know more about art and all that, you guys can go watch it. The first season came out. It has 8 episodes, and in those 8 episodes, there's like different designers comes out and talk about their life. Like there's like shoe designer, the guy who made the Nike Air Force, the Jordan shoe, and the other one is a stage designer, the person who made Beyonce's back set for her concert, for her Formation concert, and like Jay-Z's concert, and Kanye West's like fashion show. And the other one is like the person who designed a car, interior designing, photography, the guy who shooted like all the famous people in the world for like Times magazine. And I don't know, there's more. There's like 8. I haven't watched all of it. I have one more left. One episode is kind of like 40 minutes, so I really want to recommend this. I've actually recommend all my close friends this episode because I think it's really useful, and it's kind of like, it's really, really inspirational. You guys should go check it out. And also, what next? Yeah, any question you guys want to ask? I'm very open to anything at all. Ask me anything at all. Do you like comics? No, I don't read comics. I don't read comics at all. Oh, and yeah, last week on Tuesday, the reason that I didn't do the live was because on Monday I had work, which is a secret right now. I had a very important work. I filmed something, and I had no energy to make any more content for Tuesday, so I decided to cancel it because I was pretty busy on Monday. And on Tuesday we had like practice and all that for CLC because we're going to Japan. Is there any cats in Korea? Yeah, there are cats in Korea. Oh yeah, and 13 Reasons Why. I watched it too. I finished it like 3 weeks ago. I really like it. I think you guys should go and watch it too. I think it's really cool. It's a very cool drama. Kind of deep. It's kind of like, it's about teenage suicide and bullying in high school. But I think it really reflects our society a lot. So I've never faced anything like that before, but to be able to like look at it and see that people are actually going through those stuff is really hard. And I think that everyone should like, you know, appreciate and take care of everyone who's around you. Did you listen to K-pop before going to Korea? A little bit. Like I listened to some K-pop before I came to Korea, but I did not know a lot about K-pop before I came. Okay, wait. English lesson for CLC members. Well, that's kind of cool. I think my member would do really well because these days somehow they know how to speak English really clearly, and I don't know how they do that. Any tips of speaking English? Tips? I would say there's no tips for speaking English. I think for every single language that you learn, despite your mother tongue language, you have to be, I think listening to music, watching movies really helps with learning language, because some people think that learning language you have to force yourself, you have to like read a lot, write a lot, review a lot. Like it's not, it is necessary, but just finding a way to make it fun is more useful. Because when I was learning Korean, I really liked the song, so I listened to a lot of music, I read a lot of lyrics, and I also watch a lot of dramas, and I've learned faster. I know Elki likes to watch Korean drama, and even though she's only been here for a year, her Korean is really good. Like, because she told me she was watching a lot of Korean drama before she came to Korea, so she basically understood the language before, and she kind of know what it sounds like. So it was really fast for her to be able to learn a language herself. And I think you guys have to, when learning any language, you have to make it fun and interesting for you. Don't force yourself to be good at it. And the tip is you have to speak it. Because I think this is a problem for every single kid that I've met. They're like, oh, I want to speak a lot of language like you, want to speak well like you. And I'm like, okay, the problem right now is that people are really shy to speak. They know how to write, they know how to read, they know how to use it, but they don't know how to speak because there's not a lot of opportunities for them to speak. And when there is when opportunity comes, they don't know how to interact because of shyness. And I feel like you guys have to get rid of your shyness and just be like, I don't care, I'm gonna do this, and just like speak to that person, because I feel like it's pretty much really, really understanding. Like if someone is talking to me, and example, like a Korean person is talking to me in Thai, like he's trying to learn Korean and he's talking to me in Thai, then I will be really understanding because he's just like a beginner, right? And I am willing to help him. So don't be scared to speak the language, and don't be afraid that you're gonna get embarrassed and that person is gonna judge you, because that person will be very open to you since you're speaking their home language. It's like the cutest thing ever, seeing a foreigner speaking your own mother language. That's like really cool and really supportive to see, and it's a really good, I don't know, I think it's really cute when someone's trying to speak Thai, and I really appreciate that, because it's like you need to have interest in the language to be able to speak it, right? And like, and I think it's like a thumbs up to those people who's trying to learn another language. I think it's a really brave thing to do. Yeah. Where did the Cheshire doll go? It's not gone though, it's there. He's sitting there. And I brought a new friend here. He's sitting there too. What countries do you want to visit? There's a lot of countries that I want to visit. I basically want to travel around the world. And I also want to learn another language. Actually, I'm trying to think of what language I should learn next, because I'm not taking Japanese, but since we go to Japan a lot for promotion, I kind of get used to Japanese language. Like it comes naturally. Like I go there so often that I now hear what they're saying. It's just like I know what the fans are saying. I know what the MC are talking. I know what the member are saying on stage, but I just don't know how to talk. But I understand everything now though. It's a secret though, no one knows. Yeah, so if a fan is trying to talk to me in Japanese, like if they're asking me something, I know what they're saying, but I can't say it just yet. And I think it's really pretty much really amazing because I don't take Japanese lesson, but I'm hearing these like things in my brain, in my ear, which I think is really, yeah, it's a good thing to do. My dad is telling me to learn Tagalog, Philippine, because he studied in Philippines for I don't know what college it is, but he was there for 5 years when he was young. He graduated there, so my dad speak fluent Tagalog, so he's telling me that I should learn Tagalog because it's easy and it's kind of like the pronunciation is kind of similar to Thai. So yeah, maybe I'll learn Tagalog and yeah, I'm still doing Chinese, Mandarin. So Spanish, I think Spanish will be cool too. Since I know English, I think it will be fast to learn Spanish. Yeah. French will be pretty hard for me. I have no idea how to speak French. Yeah. Okay, so I think it'll be that for today. Been talking for an hour now. For today, I'm gonna say hi. I'd say bye. And yeah, see you guys again on Tuesday. And today is episode 6, right? I told you guys that for season 1, we're gonna do only up until episode 8. So we'll see first. I'll see if I have time or not because I think we're gonna get busier from next week onward. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do episode 2 or not. And I'm also finding a way to be able to film this outside because I know that you guys are like sick and tired of seeing the same set all over again. Because this is actually my room. I'm trying to see if we can go out and film outside or not, and trying to tweak the content a little bit. And yeah, I hope you guys had fun today because I prepared a lot, and it's all from my own experience. So there are more stuff to talk about, but this is like my personal ideas about what I think and what I've experienced myself. So yeah, we're going to Japan, so we're gonna get busier because we're going to Japan and we're having a fan meeting on the 27th. So yeah, ก็สำหรับวันนี้นะคะขอโทษจริงๆที่ไม่ได้พูดภาษาไทยเลยเพราะว่าเตรียมข้อมูลมาเยอะมากแต่ว่าคืออยากพูดให้มันแบบให้มันหมดอะให้มันจบเร็วๆให้มันง่ายๆเพราะสอนกลัวแบบสอนจะงงตัวเองก็เลยขอโทษนะคะคราวหน้านะคะจะพูดภาษาไทยให้มากกว่านี้แล้วก็หวังว่าทุกคนจะชอบวิดีโอวันนี้แล้วก็ขอบคุณมากเลยไม่รู้เหมือนมีใครทำซับไตเติลให้สอนแบบ1 ชั่วโมงอะเป็นภาษาไทยด้วยขอบคุณมากเลยใครก็ไม่รู้แต่ว่าเราขอบคุณมากเลยที่ทำซับไตเติลให้เราเป็นภาษาไทยนะคะก็ขอให้ทุกคนหลับฝันดีนะคะวันนี้วันศุกร์ก็ถ้าใครออกไปเที่ยวก็ระวังกันหน่อยขับรถดีๆนะคะเดินทางกลับบ้านอย่างปลอดภัยใครที่กำลังกลับจากที่ทำงานก็วันนี้ก็หลับให้สบายพรุ่งนี้วันเสาร์สามารถนอนอืดที่บ้านได้ไม่ต้องกลัว Okay, so for today, I'm gonna say bye to all of you. I'm gonna wait for 10 seconds and say bye to you all. Nah. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do on Tuesday yet. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave a comment. And thank you for always supporting PRODUSORN. It's episode 6 now, so we have we have 3 episodes left. So yeah, I hope that you guys liked today. I hope today I've inspired you more or less and educated you about the culture, Korean culture a bit more. Yep. See you guys next time on Tuesday at at 7 p.m. again. Hope you guys have a nice day and goodbye. Okay, I have to put on this last slide. Bye guys. See you on Tuesday. Woo.